Hello folks, welcome to another video. I hope this one finds you, I hope this one finds you okay. It's okay to be okay, folks. Sounds like a bit of a mental health campaign tagline, doesn't it? It's okay to be okay, but it is. You don't have to be overjoyed, you don't have to be awesome. Just be okay with being okay. Anyway, welcome to another video. Good to have you on board. This video, well, I've got a mixed bag for you today, folks. It's going to feature this aircraft, the TBM 930. It's actually going to feature a mod for this aircraft that has been resurrected in recent times. Kind of rebuilt. It is a work in progress rebuild of the old TBM improvement mod. So I'm going to take you through that in its current state. So those of you that are just here for that information, I'm going to get that out of the way nice and quick. After all, I know that the average watch time on my videos is a handful of minutes. Well, a hand that has 3 fingers, maybe about 3, just over 3 minutes or something like that, average watch time. So I'm going to take care of that for you. There'll also be those little timestampy things in the description if you want to jump ahead to that right now, even if you're in that much of a hurry. But if you're not in that much of a hurry, let me take this opportunity to say that this video will be, so we'll be looking at the mod. It'll be a tribute video to some lovely people that I had the pleasure of meeting in real life recently, that hail from this part of the world where we are today. And also, I think this will be a bit of a temporary farewell, hiatus notification type of video, folks, as well. But I might explain that en route. But first, those of you that are here for the mod, let me tell you what that mod currently does. Alright, so as I'm saying these words, you will see some little call-outy annotation thingies appear on your screen. The mod, as will be linked to in the description, currently does the following. So the passenger table is now reanimated. The old flight model changes are being built into this new mod. And I understand, reading between the lines, that the new mod author has been able to bring across all of those flight model changes, but don't quote me on that. The pilot and co-pilot toggles are now active again, so we have Jude available on demand. The sun visors are also now enabled, the animation of same. And the mod author is currently working on the state saving bit. That's a work in progress at the moment. As I said, there'll be a link to the mod work in progress in this video, but if you're watching this video sort of in the future, chances are that the mod will be expanded, and the mod may actually be in a different location to download, including on the .to. At the moment, you have to get it from GitHub. But, so just bear that in mind. This is February 10, 2023 as I film this. But I just wanted to make this video, get it out there in case you weren't aware. I kind of stumbled on the fact that the mod is being rebuilt. So I'm sharing that with you in this video. So, those of you that are just here for the mod, as we lost some lighting, it is early morn here. It got dark all of a sudden there, hey? Ugh. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Those of you that are prepared to stick around, I'll take you through the flight plan, tell you where we are, and I'll also tell you why we're here. But I've kind of alluded to that in the introduction. It's got something to do with people that I met. What I will tell you at the moment is we're in a place where it wouldn't be out of place to greet someone with Guten Tag. Guten Tag. There's your clue, folks. Anyway, those of you that are prepared to stick around, thank you. And in the next segment, I'll have a quick look at the flight plan, and then we'll go for a fly. Alright, so if you guessed, we're in Germany. Congratulations, top of the class. full marks and all of that, folks. That's absolutely where we begin and end our Germany today. Journey even. Our German journey. Difficult one to say for the old fella. We begin in sort of western Germany over here near Dusseldorf. Actually, specifically in a place called Krefeld. Now, I apologise to local residents. I know that's not exactly the correct pronunciation, but it's close. Specifically a field, which is, I think, it's a gliding field, called Egelsberg, sort of to the north of Krefeld. And we're going to head up to a place here on the Baltic Sea. A place, I love that, Grub. Well, that's how we pronounce it here in Australia. I'm sure it's Gruber, or something like that. Anyway, Egelsberg to Gruber. Oh, geez, I'm tempted. It's going to be hard not to say grub. Oh, I'm going to have to hold it in. Yeah, that's the flight today, folks. Not a long journey. A bit under an hour or something like that. Weather here in this part of the world seems to be a little bit so we'll get on top of the find some clear air and find our way over to the northeast of the country, or north of the country. Pretty much north, due north, kind of in the middle, isn't it? That'd be northeast over here, mate. Berlin would be considered northeast, wouldn't it? Actually, you know, I might take this opportunity to give myself a geography lesson. Bit of a reminder. It's been a while. Don't get to fly in Germany very often. But anyway, what brings me to this part of the world is the very good fortune of meeting some Germans that hail from Krefeld. The universe works in mysterious ways, folks, and I got to spend a lovely few hours with them. I'm sure they don't watch this channel. But if they did, at this point I'll be giving them a shout out and thanking them once again for the opportunity to meet with them and to have some stimulating conversation and yeah, just good company. Good company. I hope you guys are well. That's just a general message out there into the universe, folks. I hope they're well. Anyway, folks, that's the journey. Egelsberg to Gruber. TBM 930, we've got the mod installed. Let me fire it up and get airborne. Righto, engine start has been achieved and all that. We've got everything plugged in, we've got our flight plan down here. Hey, everyone liking these new avionics? I hope so, I certainly am. Shout out again to the team there at Working Title. So yeah, Munster, Bremen, Gruber. And we've got 236 nautical miles, a little bit of weather out here, but I think we'll be okay. Got better lighting than we had in the introduction. It's getting better. Now the windsock is there. That would suggest that we should probably head in that direction and take off in this way. Now this is a custom freeware airport. We've got some animated people over there animating. One looks like he's on the phone. What are the others doing? I don't know. We've got some little lighties here, the CTSLs, a robin, and we've got some glider infrastructure over here as well. It is a glider field. These two blokes having a chin wag, trying to work out how to close the canopy properly. Hey, having an in-depth discussion about that. Anyway, folks, shall we do it? I think we should now. Because we've got the mod installed, the magic button brings us this gorgeous beast. Hello, Jude. I won't. We've had a briefing here, folks. Just work with me. Suspend your disbelief. You're watching a video on this channel, so you're halfway there. Jude and I have got an agreement on this flight that she's going to remain coldly silent, just for a change. Let's do it. Parking brake released. Oh, it was already released. Dumbass. Here we go. We're going to taxi down towards the west and take off towards the east. Funnily enough. What a revolutionary concept. We off? We've got taxi light on? We do now. Away we go. Grass field. Get a shot around there of the gliders. That's very nice. Here, boys. Have a good glide. Not sure the weather conditions today are really suitable for a glide, but anyway, I wish you all the best. I'm going to taxi down to the end here of what could very well be sort of runway, oh, I'm going to say about 06, something like that. Nice quick taxi as well. Quick game's a good game and all that sort of stuff. Here we go, we'll get the old bars up and see what these flight dynamics are like, hey? Now the default aircraft now, since the AAU1 update, is pretty good, you got to say. And there'll be people who say, well, there's nothing really worth modding anymore. But there's some stuff that is missing, like some of the animations and stuff. Co-pilot visibility, all the stuff that I mentioned earlier, so I don't have to rabbit on about it, do I? As real life calls, I'll have to address that momentarily. But for the memento, we will set our heading bug. So we're going to kind of got a left-hand turn just after departure on towards our first waypoint, which is 61 nautical miles away. No worries. Take a little bit of flap. I think our trim's pretty much right, and I think we're good to go. Got flaps, we've got trim, we've got everything sorted out. Let's do it. Nice light breeze here this morning. Let's make it happen. Bring that juice in. And we'll call that power set. Airspeed's alive. Nice and easy to keep it straight. Rotate around about 75, which is around about there. Nice and easy. Little bit of ride boot. Ah, gorgeous. Beautiful. That's the TBM that I recall. A little bit of retrimming. Accelerating up through about 115, and then we'll sort of take flap up. So around about that, left-hand turn. And Robert's your father's brother, as they say. Folks, I'll continue the climb. I'll see you in the cruise segment, and I'll elaborate on what I alluded to earlier around this potentially being a bit of a farewell, well, a temporary farewell video. I'll see you then. Alright folks, about halfway there. We're kind of to the south of Bremen at this time. Flight level 150. It's been a pretty smooth ride. That's beautiful, isn't it, eh? Look at that. Gorgeous. When the sim turns it turns it on, doesn't it? We do have some weather painting out towards the east of our track. Are we painting any more weather further to the north? No, it just looks to be localised out there. Okay, so yeah, we're about 15 miles shy of the Bremen VOR at this time. Nice sort of panel here, nice livery actually. There's one a little bit different, picked it up. There'll be a link to it in the description. I think it's called the Grand, what's it called? Grand something? Grand Business. Comes as part of a livery pack. I don't really care too much for the other liveries in the pack, but this one I don't mind. It's quite nice. Yeah, and inside you've got the white yolks and the panel, and yeah, altogether quite nice. Anyway, so I mentioned at the start of the video that one of the reasons for doing this video, part of the contents of the so-called mixed bag even, would involves probably just putting the channel on hiatus for a bit. And there are various reasons for that, some of which I won't go into here, but one of them is technical in nature. Sim's shitting me a bit, to be honest, with stutters and pauses and crashes, and it doesn't start, and it's starting to eat away at my enthusiasm for the hobby a little bit. It's not going to make me abandon it altogether, but I have had to cancel a few planned videos recently, and yeah, I'm kind of just, I don't know what it is. I'm not prepared to do what others suggest and do a complete reinstall of Windows and all that stuff. But I've got a lot of other uses for this machine. And everything else is running an absolute treat. I'm really pleased. I feel so grateful to have a good bit of kit. And yeah, like I said, my PC is not in any form a dedicated simming PC, and I do other things with it. Look at this view, look at that. Airport down there. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, one of the reasons is that kind of frustration, and there's other stuff as well. And I would kind of summarise it just by saying, look, you know, the prevailing winds of life at this time make it a little bit challenging, impractical even, to kind of make videos frequently. So I'm going to take it as a sign from the universe to just pause the production of the videos. Not that I'm producing a lot, and not that too many people will actually miss them. But I do want to say it's very important that for me to be clear, I really do appreciate the support that I receive on this channel. We're nudging close to sort of 2,000 subscribers, which just blows me away. And we've had an influx of subscribers lately. I think in response to a video that featured the TBM a couple of weeks ago, I think it was. Maybe not that long ago. It's sort of got like 5,000 views or something. I don't know why. I mean, that's a lot of views for my content. That's practically viral, folks. 5,000. You know, and it's interesting. You know, I make videos and I think that's not a bad video. I enjoyed that, and it gets 200 views. And then there's other videos that I post which I think, oh, it's all right. Or in some cases, I'm not overly chuffed at it. Throw it up onto the channel and it's 5,000 views. Okay. I'm not sure how it all works. I don't need to know how it all works. I just want to say thank you for the support. I'm not leaving. Well, I don't think so. I mean, short of actually kicking the bucket, I don't plan to leave the old flight simulation content creation sim tubing caper, but I am going to sort of have a little bit of a break. I don't know how long that break will be, so I just wanted my kind supporters, kind viewers, just to be aware of that. If you don't see a video pop up on your feed for a while from the old fella, that's why. Anyway, folks, continuing our flight towards the Baltic, towards that place that I really want to call Grub. Oh, I couldn't hold it. Grub. I'm thinking of, do you know that Austin Powers film? Talk about a random segue. How's this completely unscripted, folks? That Austin Powers film where there's that character, the mole, and Austin Powers can't help but Mike Myers, of course, playing Austin Powers, can't help but comment on the guy that has the mole. Fred Savage, I think it is the actor, wasn't it? In that guy, I don't remember which Austin Powers film it was. Good fun, those ones. Anyway, Molly is where that came from, folks. My apologies. I really need to take a break from this caper, just for my own sanity and for yours as well. We'll see you for an approach. Alright, sort of initial mid stages of the approach, depending on how you look at it. Kind of late stages of the approach, considering we come down from 150. We're about 7.5 miles. Dude, look at all these wind farms. 7.5 miles from touchdown in Grub. That's the Baltic out there. Nice day, westerly breeze. An agricultural region. Those turbines will be generating a little bit of power today. What we'll do is go Georgie off for us. We'll take a track. We'll get flight director off as well, and your damper while we're at it, and we'll sort of fly Give ourselves a bit of a left base down onto runway, I think it's 27 in Gruba. I've got over my obsession with pronouncing it differently. Gave myself a bit of time in the old room of mirrors. Gave myself an uppercut while I was there, folks. Sorted myself out. Seems to be kind of like looking for a purpose in life, a meaning of life. Just sorting yourself out. Might very well be a noble aim. Anyway, down through 190 knots now. It's 1500 feet. We are getting a little bit close here to the field. So it's a grass strip somewhere down here. Custom freeware as well. I'll just reduce that rate of descent. Come back on the juice. The old flight dynamics should be in play here, which should give me, which should make it a little bit easier. It should cover for some of my poor pilotage. But, we'll get ourselves onto we're on a base leg here of sorts. The challenge will be finding our strip, which is a grass strip, which is going to look a lot like every other bit of grass. Looking for runway 27, so we're kind of on a weird halfway between a downwind and a base here. We've just got ourselves slowed right down though. That's nice. We'll take first stage of flap. 800 feet. We don't want to drop any lower than that. Apparently 1.4 miles. Somewhere out there is a strip. Is that an airstrip down there? Is there some infrastructure which would support that? I don't know. That kind of looks a bit like a strip, doesn't it? Just here is where I'm talking about, folks. Can we do it? Let's do it. We'll take full flap as we do it. Nice, tough left-hand turn. Tight left-hand turn here. Down onto the strip. Can we get down? We'll probably overshoot a little bit. No, there it is. That looks like an airstrip, doesn't it? Oh, folks, we're going to give ourselves a challenge for the last video on the channel for a while. We'll slip it in. There we go here. We'll slip it the other way as well. Can we get down? Don't try this at home, folks. Short strip. Speed coming back. Oh, he might pull this off. He might pull this off. Bit of bush flying TBM style. A little bit more slip as we get it in. Straight into the breeze. That's going to help. Oh, he's done it. He's done it. Oh, then he's bloody ballooned it. Still ballooned it. Oh, no. Oh, can we stop before the end? We will. Oh, terrible flare. Come up to a pretty quick stop though. Bit more juice, thanks. Get our flaps up as we make our way back to what I think was a building back here somewhere. Was it? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, why not? Backtrack along the strip. We own this strip now. The way we flew in, no one else is probably game to touch down here. Folks, what can I say? Thank you for your company as always in another video. I hope you stay safe and well and enjoying your simming. Not sure when you'll hear these dulcet tones again, but I'll be back at some point. Until then, bye for now.